Happy Monday, everybody, and thanks for tuning in to Toys, the Universe, and Everything. This week we're playing Super Circus AtariAge for the Atari 7800. So, is Super Circus going to change the way you feel about clowns? Well, I'll tell you one thing, these clowns sure don't float down here. So like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and let's murder some primary colored balloons for points, because it ain't the circus until some kid's balloon gets popped. Carrying a 2010 copyright date, Super Circus AtariAge is a spiritual sequel to Circus Atari and was programmed by 7800 developer extraordinaire Pac-Man Plus, or Bob. In this game, you play as an omniscient seesaw and must move left and right to keep one of the two clowns afloat so that they might rid the world of balloons. Filthy, filthy balloons. There are power-ups like the net and extra lives and speed-ups, but none of that will make you a master of gravity for long, because like we learned in Toy Story, you can't fly, you can only fall with style. If you clear the entire wave of balloons, an AtariAge branded Super Balloon comes out to taunt you, and if you can clear that, the next wave begins again. To add to my suspicion that this game is really the story of what happens when you watch Stephen King's It on Drugs, the chalice from Atari's game Adventure and the bat from Haunted House both make an appearance as bonus point items. The graphics in this game represent 32 kilobytes of pure joy. The clowns move fluidly until the moment they die, and the balloons and items are colorful and evoke a simple joy to look at. If you're playing this game, you'll watch and have nothing but happy thoughts as you see the giant AA balloon and nostalgia when the 2600 inspired bat and chalice move across the screen. The title screen is colorful, and the inclusion of the 2600 graphic mode, though not visually moving the needle, is still very cool that Bob included. The circus-inspired music in this game is very good. That would be the inclusion of a vintage Pokey chip on the PCB of the cart. Now, that is one thing that you will want to be aware of. Super Circus is one of the more expensive carts in the AA store. Pokies are getting harder and harder to come by as the number of ball blazers and commandos are drying up in the wild. Both of those games are pretty good to start with, and so collectors are now facing dilemmas when it comes to games that require a Pokey chip. If you supply the Pokey by cannibalizing Ball Blazer, Commando, an Atari 8-bit computer, or some vintage arcade game motherboard, you can get Super Circus for $55. Otherwise, all you can do is wait for the XM peripheral, which includes a Pokey on board. The game itself is a masterpiece of masochism. Whether you suffer alone or with a friend in turn-based mode or simultaneous play, this game goes fast. You can play with paddles, driving controllers, or a Pro Line. Don't do that. No Pro Line. Or a D-pad controller, but the results will not change much. Once the game gets in your head, you will be like a victim in a horror movie struggling to perform what equates to menial tasks. Moving left might as well be brain surgery. This game is a stress ball in reverse. There is no gradual build. It throws you in the deep end from the time you press start and gleefully watches you die over and over and over and over and over and over again. You will press the button at the last minute to kill yourself when all you had to do was nothing. You'll stay put just to see your clown hit the ground a quarter of an inch to your left or right. You'll try to catch an extra life just to lose one because of it, then realize you can't catch power-ups once your clown dies, so it was all for nothing. All of this, and you think, well, why play this? Because, like Chappelle said at the copy shop, that's why. The game's physics are spot on. The controls are spot on as long as your controller is clean and free of paddle jitters. The only reason you die is because you suck. And you will suck at this game. But you will have a hard time finding a more fun way to suck at a game. So, should you buy Super Circus AtariAge? Yeah. Go raid some Temples of Doom for a demolished Atari device, and salvage a Pokey chip. Regale your friends with tales of bravery as you escape the tombs with nothing but your wits and a Pokey chip, and get this game. The level of anxiety this game creates is nothing short of maddening, and you might just realize that the clown isn't the victim here. It's your ability to think and function that is really on the line. Just remember to breathe deep and calm yourself before you press that button again. The clowns aren't real, but the stress is. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and no matter what your questions are about toys, the universe, everything, remember, the answer is always to have fun. And if you love clowns, you'll love this game. If you hate clowns, you'll probably still love watching them go splat. I really do appreciate you spending time with me. If you want to help me do more like this, please subscribe, share on social media, and let me know in the comments what kind of videos you're interested in. Until next time, everybody.